Hello, it's Wolf Daddy, and it's a quiet, cool Sunday morning, and I left my doggies behind. They're out running in the woods, and so I decided to sit out and have a cup of coffee just down the road at Ancient Way Cafe, and just sit and think for a bit, and then I decided to take this sculpture trail, which I can video, but doesn't do it justice. Here's one right here. Goodness knows just what it is. It's your imagination, but it's stuff. It's people have made interesting things from just those things around. Salvaged items, stones. This is really cool. I was actually just here a couple weeks ago with my daughter and Meredith Brooks and her son Troy. But I just thought, what the heck, I'll take a walk. I could be in my woods today, but I'm there all the time. There's always something fun to see, but this is really fun too. So I'm taking a day off from the wolves and a partial day off from my 5 dogs at home. And just gonna spend some time thinking, and thought maybe I'd just take you for a little walk and share a little bit. And I've always promised myself that if I'm gonna make videos and show parts of my life, then I'm gonna be as transparent as possible, because I don't really feel that it's of any value for me to pretend that I'm something I'm not. And so, I think all of you have seen my vulnerabilities and my triumphs. If you've watched any of my videos over the last years on Facebook or YouTube, I'm just standing in this cool spot surrounded by these interesting things. So anyway, it's been a emotionally difficult last 10 days or so, just dealing with other people, and I'm sure you know exactly what that's all about. But it also helped me realize that I don't have many people. I don't have many people in my life, and really, I just have a couple friends. My buddy Steve, who's been practically bedridden for months now, can't drive. So I've missed him as my driving buddy for over a year. Might even be going on 2 years. And my best buddy, Paul, Steve and Paul, we all know each other and love each other. But Paul's in San Jose, so I don't get to see him. And I'm not the phone call guy, I'm not the guy that, I'm just not the guy that calls you up and checks in on you. I'm a crappy friend, so you don't want me as a friend. And, and I discovered also, I thought, oh my gosh, there's no real feminine energy in my life either. My neighbor, Tina, who I see a few hours a week, possibly, mostly her coming over and using laundry and shower because she doesn't have water. So I get to see her when she comes over, so a little bit of feminine energy there. Crystal gives me a hug when she sees me, and my kid once in a while. Seeing my pussycat, that's always fun. But so I've discovered I'm not lonely, because I believe that loneliness is when you're not happy with the company you're with, and I'm okay with me. But I am discovering, I think it's not very healthy to not be human social. It's been difficult for me for the last 20 years to be human social. I'm fine if I'm on stage, if I'm talking in front of a crowd of people, or I'm talking to you on YouTube or on Facebook or whatever. I'm fine. But put me in a crowd, like at a party, where I'm not the center of attention. I am out of my element, and so I don't socialize well. And Gosh, this is just like suspended. It's like they're just floating rocks. It's totally cool. Yeah, so I'm not very human social. But I think I need to be more. I'm not sure how to do that. So that's kind of why I'm not sitting at home in front of a computer editing something or working somewhere. I'm just taking this day. It's Sunday. I'm taking it to think about it. It's difficult for me to be social to humans. So yeah, I could probably use a few pointers. But and I think also intimacy that in my life that doesn't exist. Just so many crazy things I gotta show you this. What to call it? It's like a space alien pod. And it landed and all these branches like moved out of the way. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But I'm rambling and I'm babbling. Anyway, I'm just talking to my friends, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm talking to my friends. I'm not dumping on you. I'm just talking. And I just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm just walking. I'm just walking and looking at these fun sculptures. Check this one out. This one's kind of cool. I'm gonna go right around it like this. What the heck is that thing? What is it? It's cool looking, huh? So this is a fun part of our community out here. This is the El Moro community. Where I live is the Candy Kitchen community. I don't think we're quite as artsy as these people. We're not as well connected. I visited with a couple of the guys here the other day, and that was refreshing, and that helped me also realize, and I confessed to them, I'm like, I'm a shitty friend, but I do believe I need some more human socialization because I'm sort of stuck in a small box and not getting out. I don't meet people that I can have intellectual conversations with. I don't have that piece in my life. I have mostly just animals, and I also, and maybe I've said this before, because definitely it's been a truth of mine for quite some time, is that the time I feel the best in my world, in my life, when I feel like I'm alive is when I'm saving a life. When I'm on the road, when Steve and I have been driving across this country, like that's what matters. And I'm focused on that. I'm not thinking of other things that clutter up the brain, So, and it's in the moment of actual capturing or whatever it takes to, get that animal home, that whole journey is when I feel alive. And I feel alive when I'm telling my stories, when I'm on stage and I'm telling the stories about Raven or Forrest or Stormy or Thunder or Flurry or any of those guys, when I'm telling my stories and I'm talking about the impact that these animals have had on other human beings right before my eyes, and the healings that like Stormy and Raven have done right before my eyes, and just the tears of joy that other humans have expressed when encountering the boys that I've taken into the city. So let me just show you my view here. I'm going to expand this out if I can. Yeah. So that's El Moro National Monument. It's out in the distance. Oh, there's one of them space pods again. Ooh. Yeah, so that's when I feel like I am most alive, is when I'm saving a life. Is that too weird or what? But I feel like in a lot of ways that's kind of ending for me. And I've got to find a different way to make an impact. I thought, talking to over 1 million people in my career so far, would have enough impact that potentially we could stop the epidemic of people owning wild animals as pets. But no, it's just gotten easier and easier because of the internet. So, and social media is great because I can reach a lot of people, but I think I'm preaching to the choir all the time. So I have another strategy in my brain of maybe a way to impact a great amount of people in a different format and through storytelling. And we know traditionally throughout history, in all indigenous cultures, storytelling is how cultures developed, really. That's how language developed. That's how arts developed. And I am a natural born storyteller. I love to talk, and I love to engage an audience. So what I think I'm going to do tomorrow, if you catch this video today, look forward tomorrow. I'm going to figure out just how I can do it, kind of what's my atmosphere going to be like. But I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you one of the stories, or maybe even two. Not sure exactly what they'll be, but they're probably stories about Raven that maybe you've not heard. If you haven't been to any of my live performances, then you probably haven't heard some of these stories. So I want to share one. I'm going to find an environment that I can actually set up a camera and tell a story, and I won't be able to hold the camera because I'm animated when I talk and when I share my stories. There's a squirrel talking. I don't know where you are, but you're definitely talking about something. Where are you? Where are you, little squirrel? Well, you are noisy, but I don't see you. Well, so anyway, that's my story. My story is about stories, and that I need to probably become more human social. Not sure how to do that. There's not a whole lot of humans out here, but definitely I really only have a circle of 3 people that I see with any consistency, and don't really spend much time with conversation. So I suck at that. Anyway, I hope that your Sunday is really beautiful and great. I'm getting warm now. It's probably just after 11 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to take off a couple shirts. And that's New Mexico. You got to layer up. Be prepared to take things off, put things on. But I hope you enjoyed the nature trail when you come out to the wolf sanctuary. Wait a minute, I'm going to show you one more thing. But when you come out to the wolf sanctuary, be sure to go to Ancient Way Cafe and take their sculpture trail. This is cool here. It's like these candle things, but what's cool is this right here. This is those copper scrubbies you buy in the, in the dish soap department for scrubbing your pots and pans, and it just stretches out, and that's what's holding these cool little votives or whatever they are. So there you go. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm gonna hang out in this sculpture garden. When you come out to the sanctuary, come see Ancient Way Cafe and the sculpture walk. Come hang out with me and the wolves. This coming Saturday, a week from yesterday, is our open house / Halloween gig. I have no clue what we're doing. I've had 0 hand in the preparation of it. Everybody else that works there has been doing it. So come out and visit. I'll be there on Saturday. Come out and see me, and I'm probably going to leave the next day and head to Wisconsin and be at work at Front Porch Pets. So there's so many cool stuff. I'll see you later.